got something new in the mail. I decided I'm going to have a projector. I'm going to be a projector gal, right? We're going to set it up and see if it works, right? Here's what it looks like. We're going to project from here, my PlayStation from here, and we're going to roll this curtain down and use it as a screen. We'll see if it even reaches that far. But yeah.
Sorry, Shigeru. You are too. But I'll bring back goodies, okay?
Good morning. I'm getting ready for work. It is, what time is it? 2:44. About to leave here. I have to travel for work. It sucks. This is literally the worst part about the job, but the job's pretty fun, so. I got on an all black fit today, wearing a Lacoste half zip, Lacoste polo, some just black jeans from ASOS, and some tabby Chelsea boots. These are so freaking comfortable. I can wear these 10-hour, 12-hour days, no foot pain, no nothing. Like, these are just some of the best shoes ever. And I had plantar fasciitis. Like, I was medically separated, technically medically separated, but retained because I have plantar fasciitis in both feet. And these do not hurt my toes or feet or heels or none of that. Arches. Nothing hurts on my feet with these. Oh, socks are in the way. Probably should get some more PC power. Yeah. Today's gonna be a really good day. Beginning of the week, I meal prepped. I'm gonna start bringing my lunch. I'm gonna have breakfast at work, and then I'm gonna bring my lunch because I meal prepped. And because, you know, we're in the new apartment now, and I come home a little bit earlier than I normally would, I can get in 30 minutes of cardio every single day. So we about to shed this weight, y'all. Also, I did cut my hair. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I did cut it. So I am just trying to recompose myself, right? Get back to what I am normally used to looking like. I'm not normally heavy set or, you know, feeling low confidence. I'm a very confident person. That's from years of reinforcement, but we're gonna get back to it, and really excited to document this part. New beginnings, new body, new year coming up. We got 6 months left out of this year, and then next year, who knows what's gonna happen. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to really push myself to the next level. So, yeah, I gotta get going. So I'll talk to you when I get back from work. So I just bought a print some artwork for this apartment. My first piece. If you know me, one of my favorite movies of all time is Lost in Translation, and came across this site that came across this site that they sell a whole bunch of different types of prints, and it's not your run-of-the-mill cheesy Instagram kind of print, or some might actually think it is. But not me, not I. And I need something because there's a lot of white walls. I have my Pokemon style, like the original Pokemon drawn in a Ditto style. Now that was a dude from Instagram that I followed, and he was drawing a Pokemon a day, and it just ended up being the cutest freaking thing ever. No way I could just let it go by and not buy it. So that's what I did. Also, today was a really good day today at work. I needed the win. I'm not even gonna lie. It's been a semi-difficult week. Emotionally, mentally, I've just been very exhausted, and then my feet are hurting because I have that still healing from my plantar fasciitis on both feet. And I just did a lot of like running up and down in the office Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I guess a little bit today, but not too much because today's technically my Friday, so I don't do too much because why would I? Work will be there on Monday. But I've been working on this project for about like 5 months now, and I work in information security, but I also do like some system admin stuff on the side. So like they've been having me try to resurrect this old fucking computer that I had when I was a child. I remember playing Grossology on that, playing Solitaire. I think email wasn't a thing when this was a thing, not yet, or at least we didn't have a use for email. And they're wanting me to recreate one of those, bar for bar, body for body. And I was just like, where am I gonna find these pieces that I'm allowed to take in this facility without buying it off of Amazon, eBay, and all those places that I, don't really have checks and balances. You can buy a piece of hardware and have like spyware installed on it. And that's what they're trying to avoid. So I was just like racking my brain, like not yet. When non-com people, systems, cyber, anything type of people have a project that you have to finish, and they just think that it magically just appears out of one day. Like, no, it's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of breaking shit to fix shit. And sometimes it could take a week, sometimes a day, sometimes a year, multiple years, like fucking Microsoft wasn't built in a year. Or was it? I don't know. That's what I just like to say. I almost cut myself. I did not cut myself then. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. But basically, I resurrected an old system using my wits. A lot of unplugging, plugging back in, restart type things were done. Parts were replaced. When I say that, I went to the bathroom to ugly cry because that's how deeply I felt about this and how I really wanted to succeed in this project. I just want to be one of the best. I want to do a good job. I want my bosses to appreciate my work. I don't want them to feel like, oh, you're the only person in the cyber program for a maintenance group and you don't even know what you're doing. Like, nobody likes that kind of feeling. Nobody likes that. So that's what I was trying to avoid and successfully avoided. I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I'm not focusing. But basically, Today was a great day. I felt successful, I felt validated, I felt like I got a win, and I needed it. So let me put this on here and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards, okay? So I'll probably have to get a different background color because it's like a cream and a white. But this looks pretty cool actually. Lost in translation. Sofia Coppola wrote and directed. They said that she wrote this because she was going through a divorce with Spike Jonze, who was a director of Her. And this was her letter to him on how she felt during their marriage, which I completely understand because the main character, Scarlett Johansson, she's following her famous husband around and feeling kind of lost and not really appreciated, and then he responds by making her on how he felt after the divorce. I think that's really freaking cool. It's one of my little hairs in there. This movie spoke to me when I was younger and couldn't really understand, but it did speak to me. Like I saw it when I was on a cruise, and sometimes cruises have theaters on them, and they had this movie on repeat, and I went and I watched it by myself, and I just ugly cried because the feeling of feeling alone and yearning to be connected and having someone see you, and then, even if it is for a short period of time, finally feeling seen and validated and, knowing love. Even at that age, I understood what that meant, and now more than ever, I feel like I know what that means. How much I want that, to be validated, to feel seen, to be noticed for who I am. There's a sticker in here, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna hang this up and then I'll show y'all where I put it. Not sure where I'm gonna put this. So I just got my teeth whitened. You can definitely tell. This experience was way nicer than the last few that I've had. Probably because the dude I normally go to didn't do it. Yeah. Anyway, I have one more session. I think I'm gonna re-up. I wasn't going to at first, but it is kind of nice to have like something back where my parents live that like guarantees I'll see them, but also like, you know, keeps the maintenance going, right? I want to keep my teeth looking fresh. New me, new life. I'm building, you know, I'm romanticizing my life, as TikTok likes to say, and I completely agree with. I think it's very important to fill your day with routines that make you feel better about yourself and, you know, validate your own self and all these other things. So I'm going to continue to do that. I also had some packages delivered to their place on accident, and now I have them, and you're going to watch me set some of them up. For example, this. I am a little worried because I painted these that it could like hurt the floor. I already checked, it doesn't. I don't care, I'm still going to lay this tarp type stuff down. It's kind of like carpet grip, so it keeps them from moving, but it also protects the floor. So I'm gonna do that, put that underneath, and then move to the next project. So to make this easier on myself, I'm going to cut them into pieces and slide them underneath the thing.
Holy shit. That is a 7,700. Good idea.